Okay, so in this video, I want to actually talk something positive about AI, which is something that I haven't done in quite a while. In most of my recent videos, I said that I stopped using AI to do coding, but there's still one use case that I think it's awesome for, which is what I'm going to show you today. So yesterday, I installed this app to be able to block certain websites for a certain period of time, which is called Focus app. It is a Mac OS app that integrates with different browsers, where if I try to navigate, for example, to Twitter, to YouTube, to my Gmail account, or other websites that I can configure, it's going to redirect me to this page to let me know that I should not be visiting those websites. This is very useful if you want to be able to focus on your work and not get distracted. Now, the problem that I stumbled upon is that this macOS app integrates with a lot of different browsers, including Chrome, Brave, Firefox, and a list of different ones. But unfortunately, it does not integrate with the browser that I like using the most, which is Qt Browser. This is an open source browser that is designed to work similar to Vim. I'm able to do most of the navigation without using my mouse and instead relying on key bindings, which makes things a lot easier for me since I also use Vim most of the time when I'm editing code. But like I said, there's no integration with this application since it is not that popular when it comes to non-coders. So I would say it's pretty understandable that the macOS app didn't create an integration for it, which led me to the following idea. What if I download the Focus extension, which allows communication between the browser and the macOS app, and then I point GPT 5.5 to both the extension and the Qt browser's codebase. This is a task that obviously would have taken me a lot more time to figure things out and would have been very productive for me to be spending my time figure things out, which could have taken me days or maybe even weeks. And since this is something that I'm going to only be using myself, I'm not going to give this to other people to use, I don't really care about the code quality or other details related to the implementation. So that's exactly what I did. I asked GPT 5.5 to take a look at the extension and at the Qt browser's codebase, and pretty quickly it found a solution that works perfectly for my use case. Like I said, I didn't even look at the code, I just wanted this to work for my own use case. So now if I go here and I try to navigate, for example, to x.com, I get this message that looks pretty similar to what we see here, so it works perfectly for me. And it was able to do all of this on its own. I didn't need to give it anything else besides, like I said, both the extension and the browser itself, and it found out that it communicates via WebSockets to ask the Focus app if a particular website should be blocked or not. I talked about this exact use case in a previous video, but I thought this would be a great example of how to implement it, where instead of just using these coding agents to build stuff for other people, where the quality is not going to be perfect, you are not really very confident in the code base's quality or how security in general works. Whereas for building stuff for yourself, private tools that only you or let's say your team are going to use, it is the perfect use case. If I were to spend, like I said, days or weeks figuring things out on how to implement this, not only would I waste my time when it comes to those days or weeks spent trying to figure things out, but also that knowledge maybe wouldn't even be very useful for me outside of trying to fix this tool that I use for myself.